Day 2 is finally here. Now, apologies straight off the bat, I'm going to be talking a bit quieter, a bit less hyped than I was yesterday. That's purely for the fact they released this update 3 hours late, guys. Literally 3 hours later than they did yesterday. It's currently 3 AM. I don't really want to wake my whole family up, but Day 2 is here. The site's been a bit laggy when it comes to this. Like, the site wasn't properly loading for about 10 minutes, but we're here now, and this is going to be all about the new contract system and the new campaign. So if any of you guys are familiar with CSGO, you'll know this may seem pretty familiar to you. So let's get straight into it. So straight away, choose your own adventure, and it's a picture of the new contractor, and I'll go more into that in a second, but as you can see, it starts off with the following. Buying a Jungle Inferno campaign pass gives you immediate access to 36 unique, skill-based contracts, letting you play at your own speed and challenge level. Unlike in previous campaigns, you won't be waiting around for new contract deliveries. All contracts and objectives are available from the start and can be unlocked sequentially, or apologies if I pronounce that wrong, based on the path you choose and how brave you are. If you're not brave at all, the contractor also comes with an off button. Buying a pass also changes your casual badge to a scary yellow Yeti paw, so other players know you're up to serious business. So how this works is essentially, it's very similar to CSGO operations, in where you get a series of missions you can choose to play, and there's no sort of limit on them. You don't have to wait to receive them. They're all available straight off the bat. So this is the contractor, a handy PDA that for the first time lets you customize your campaigns. So you can literally choose what missions you do, when you do them, etc. So easily browse through every available contract and check out the rewards. Choose your own path based on the contracts you're eager to complete. Match your contracts to your playstyle with class, weapon and game mode specific challenges. Tackle primary contract objectives and bonus objectives with varying challenge levels. So I'm assuming each there's going to be varying difficulties, each one rewarding you more sort of points, etc. But again, I will sort of get into that later. So for the first time, attack your contracts with co-op. Friends in your party and on the same server can now help you out with your contracts while giving you a helping hand with theirs. Any action they take that fulfills one of your contract goals will count towards the competition to that contract, and vice versa. So this once again is very similar to CSGO, in where you can actually partake in these contract missions with a friend, and you can actually share the XP between you. So you can both select the mission, both do it at the same time, and both receive the XP from it. And it's just always nice to have a little helping hand, especially from a friend. So blood money. This is very interesting. So fulfilling contracts now earns either a campaign specific item reward or blood money to spend on the items you want. Once you've purchased a Jungle Inferno campaign badge, you'll start earning blood money for completing contracts. Then simply visit the Mercenary Pack gift shop for your in-game contractor PDA and load up on war paints and war paint cases. You also get a war paint case every week the campaign is active. So this is actually really strange. So every time you finish a mission, as opposed to getting a skin like you would with the previous campaigns, you actually get blood money, and the more blood money that accumulates, you can buy these separate items from the Mercenary Pack gift shop. So I'm very intrigued to see what that's like. And this war paint thing, you can see it's a picture of I think that's Saxton Hale painting his face with like war paint. So make your masterpiece. Introducing war paint, which will be replacing weapon drops and weapon cases as of the Jungle Inferno update. Think of it as a voucher for a unique pattern that you can redeem for an entirely new patterned item, even one you don't already own. Redeeming a war paint means you don't have to sacrifice any existing items in your backpack by modifying them. Simply select one of almost 40 item choices per war paint. Preview your new item and redeem it. Some war paints even feature stat tracking and unusual effects. Also making their debut are the first ever community war paints. So here is a preview of the war paints, and I'm assuming this works maybe in a way similar to skins, where it's fully customizable and you can apply these to your weapons. And of course some of them have stat tracks and war paints. So some of these are so nice, by the way. I must say this, I think the Yeti coated one is so clean. Like, just imagine imagine a rocket launcher with that, or like the scatter gun with that. It would be so clean. Same with the tiger buff, that'll be another higher tier one. And the Infernal Reward Warpaint collection, this is going to be one of the crates that comes out. There's a cosmetic crate that I'm super hyped to show you. I may even make a whole separate video about it. I'm not too sure yet. I'll probably just go over it in this one. But as you can see, so many nice skins. Bankrolled will be a really popular one, I can imagine. The Bloom buff one, a lot of these remind me of like Black Ops 2 or like that kind of style of skins. Bonk Varnished is the kind of Bonk Atomic Punch, like the soda kind of theme, like the yellow, the red. I really do like how that looks. So Warpaint can be applied to all of these weapons. So every single weapon in the game, I'm assuming, is there. You can just apply your own Warpaint to, which is awesome. So that means you have a strange Hail Zone rocket launcher, just whack some Warpaint on it, and you can kind of refresh it, make it almost revitalize. You can kind of be like, damn, this isn't what I'm used to using, and just kind of like bring something new and exciting to your stock weapons, which is awesome. Score some campaign loot, short on blood money. So these are the things that you can buy with blood money, I'm assuming, and we actually saw some of these in the launch trailer. So short on blood money, no problem. You'll win some rewards simply by competing in the campaign and fulfilling contracts. In fact, some of the rarest Valve-made items available in the campaign will be completion based, sorry. So these are items that you get from just purely completing the campaign. So purely playing through the missions, you'll receive one of these every it just says competing in the campaign and fulfilling contracts, you receive these rewards. So the Cathman hairdo is like a Yeti head for the heavy. The prehistoric pompadour was first spotted by Sir Edmund Hillary on the slopes of Everest, followed immediately by Hillary spotting himself crapping his own pants. So it's literally like a full heavy set for the heavy. No, a full Yeti set for the heavy. I can imagine this looking so cool. Like, this kind of takes me back to Halloween, where you get the full cosmetic sets, and we haven't seen any really nice ones in a while. So the Himalayan hair shirt takes the heavy's arms now and hands, and turns some furry and blue hands. So everybody loves beard, but why let your face have all the fun? This hair suit is like a beard for your arms and torso, so it completely makes your heavy really hairy, and it completely covers your whole heavy, as we have the abominable snow pants. The Yeti derives its name from the Tibetan Yeti, which translates to terrifying monster who lives in the mountain and wears tiny short pants, which is of course 100% accurate. The Saxton, now you too can look like Manco's owner and CEO, so it's actually a Saxton hail hat, which is awesome. Specifically the head part, not the marvellously well muscled below the head part. So everything above the eye region, you can look just like Saxton hail. That's really awesome. And the monstrous mementos, we saw this in the release trailer as well. You went to the Yeti Park and all you got was a stupid hat. So that's like a pun. I guess it's kind of a pun. Display one of these handsome travel mementos in your new home, the bathroom at the hospital. So that's pretty cool. It's like, it kind of reminds me of the company man, but obviously it has the Yeti Park logo. The exclusive Dragon Slayer Warpaint, hey, that's pretty, I nearly said the hey, that's pretty good meme. We can look past that. That's really nice, honestly. It's this kind of like orange, almost like I would say like Japanese kind of design with these dragon faces on. That's really cool. And we have the classic Warpaints, which are the ones, I believe we kind of looked through these earlier, but if not, no, these are actually different, I believe. That's kind of remind me of the Macabre Web skin. I think it is the Macabre Web skin. Damn, maybe these are just like the skins we have on weapon skins, and that's why they're called classic Warpaints. That kind of makes sense. I do kind of recognize the Macabre Web and the Autumn there, we can see. So I believe you're actually going to be able to make your normal weapons into skinned weapons, which could be a bit controversial and may actually devalue skinned weapons, which is quite strange. The abominable cosmetic case and the Unleash the Beast cosmetic case. So here's where it's at, guys. Here are the new cosmetics. Not a lot has been leaked yet, but here we go. So as you can see, I'm going to zoom in right now and just go through each of them individually. So the Spy is doing the box trot. Not a huge amount we can say about that. However, what we can say is he's wearing a wreath of flowers around his head. Like, that's so cool. It's so cool. It's so out of character for the Spy. I love that. We've got the Sniper who's wearing this. It kind of looks like the Charmer's chapeau in a way. That's really awesome, and I'm not too sure what this kind of cosmetic's meant to be, but it does kind of go with that chapeau. And is that a new beard cosmetic potentially? That's awesome. So the Engineer has got this frog pouch cosmetic. it kind of fits the engineer. He always has these pouch cosmetic, and interestingly, a frog on the shoulder. And I'm interested to see if this is an engineer exclusive cosmetic, or whether this is all class. I'm really not sure. Either way, pretty cool. Now, this scout cosmetic, I love this so much, guys. So, it's like a turtleneck jumper underneath this kind of rolled up sleeves jacket. It looks really cool. I think the turtleneck's a really cool touch. I'm actually going to probably use that when it comes out. The heavy, big feature for the heavy. He's got this like snake around his neck, almost like a necklace. He's got this green bird on his shoulder. That's obviously fitting with the jungle theme. All of these cosmetics predominantly are fitting with the jungle theme. And this hat, man, this hat, I'm assuming it's going to be the elite grade. It's kind of like it's almost kind of resembling of a statue kind of top. I'm really not too sure. Like a snake head around his head. And is that like a nose piercing too? Like a septum piercing? I'm really not too sure. That's awesome though. That soldier hat, I'm praying to the Valve gods. I'm praying to Gaben himself that is an all-class hat. It's this kind of like shrouded hood with this kind of like gold stitching around the outside. I cannot wait, guys. That looks absolutely amazing. In unusual form, it's going to be stupidly high tier. Moving on to the medic now. We've got this kind of like safari hat. I'm going to assume that's going to be like a mercenary grade, and this kind of like safari vest, I guess you could call it. Really not a huge amount to say there. The demo man, look at that hat, man. It's like if any of you watch a TV show Jungle Run, it kind of reminds me of that. It's this kind of like monkey head, I guess, with like I guess that's like a grass crown on his head. Either way, that's really awesome, like a king of the jungle type hat. Not a huge amount we can see. And this pyro, this is what's interesting me. Okay, so let me zoom out a sec. So that's a new weapon. There's no denying that. There's a new pyro weapon instantly. Obviously, it's a pyro update infused with this, the Jungle Inferno. There's literally a new weapon hinted at. It's a new flamethrower, a lot bigger, a lot more bulky compared to the others. And that back cosmetic, I'm not too sure if that links in with the jetpack theme we've seen earlier. Either way, though, that's pretty awesome. A pretty awesome cosmetic. We've got the kind of like wreath around the neck once again. I love that. I love the colors of the green and gold, and it links with the hat as well, so I'm assuming that's all one cosmetic. And these black spikes coming out the outside, that's so cool. I'm going to assume that's going to be an elite grade as well. Guys, this new flamethrower, what could it be? Like, I'm going to assume it potentially maybe like the air blast flamethrower that's been conceptualized a lot. I'm not too sure. It's really too early to say. Either way, though, these are some awesome cosmetics. Let me know in the comments what cosmetic you're most hyped for. Personally, it's got to be that soldier, or the hat that the soldier's wearing for me. I love how that looks, and I'm praying it's all class, because imagine that on the scout, man. It looks so good. Guys, that is just about it for this video. I'm so hyped. Like, I can't wait to just clear out all these campaign missions. Maybe get a few viewers in. That'd be really awesome to kind of collaborate the dual or the co-op feature with maybe subscribers or other YouTubers and just play through missions together. Either way, I'm super hyped, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below, and peace.